Hey guys, this is the video notes for Unit 5. We are now on Unit 5 and this is 8.5i. We are going to write an equation in the form of y equals mx plus b. To model, relationships, using verbal, numerical, tables, and graphs. Okay? Easy enough. So let's do a verbal example. So let's say the cost to rent ice skates is $8 plus $3 an hour. How would we write that as an equation? So, we know that slope is identified by certain words, such as per, each, every, per, each, every. It can be an or a. Okay? Those are the certain words that identify the slope. That means the number is usually next to words like that. So in this sentence, we see the cost to rent skates is $8 plus $3 an hour. We know the y-intercept is identified as the fixed cost. That means it will never change. Beginning cost, starting point, initial value. Stuff like that, okay? It's an amount that will never change, that you will do something with it no matter what, it'll never change. So in this equation here, we're going to write it in the form of y equals mx plus b. And we can see that $8, so they need to pay a fee of $8 plus $3 an hour. So we know that they pay a one-time fee of $8, so that is your y-intercept. And it's $3 per hour or an hour because they don't know how long they're going to stay. So y equals 3x plus 8. Let's try another example. Let's say you have a larger number is 8 more than 3 times a smaller number. Okay, so we need to identify the slope. And since this says 3 times, that means 3x, 3 times. We don't know how many it is, but that would be our slope. So we know in the form of y equals mx plus b that 3 is our slope. And then it's 8 more. So that's plus 8. So now it's the same equation, but just 2 different scenarios. Let's try a table. How would we write an equation with a table? So we did a verbal example and a numerical example. Okay. So we did that one. We did that one. We have 2 more. Okay. How about a table? So if we have a table, and we have, let's say this is our table. We have 8, 12, 10, 14, 15, and 19, and 20 and 24. So we will use stat edit. Let's do that now and see what we get. Stat enter. I'm going to put in 8, 10, 15, and 20. Tab over, and we're going to put in 12, 14, 19, and 24. Stat tab 4, and we can see our slope is 1 and our y-intercept is 4. So we can see that m equals 1 and our b equals 4. Therefore, y equals mx plus b, y equals 1x plus 4. They normally don't put the 1, so it's x plus 4. And the last one is a graph. So if you have a graph, and I'm going to use this one here. You'll have to use graph paper or whatever. Put it right here, and we can see that this is crossing the y-intercept at -1. So I know we need to find the y-intercept. And I can see that b equals -1, and then find 2 points. So I have an exact point here, and it looks like I have an exact point maybe here. Let's say here. So I'm going to rise 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to rise 3, and I'm going to run 1, 2. And I can see it's going down, so I know it's negative. Find 2 points and do my rise over run, and I can see that that is 3 over 2, and that would be a -3 over 2. And if we put that in the calculator, we would get -3 divided by 2 and that is negative 1.5. So m equals negative 1.5. Now we have our equation. Now we can make our equation and check it. So y equals negative 1x, y equals negative 1.5x minus 1. So let's see if that works. So I'm going to hit y equals, y equals, and let's put that in, negative 1.5x minus 1. And I'm going to hit graph. And that looks perfect. Okay? That'll do it for the, let's see, let me just make sure I got everything right. Yep. So we did verbal, numerical, table, and graph. That'll do it for writing equations, 8.5i. Please join us in Zoom at 9 o'clock as we will do today's lesson. Thank you for watching.